Welcome to AI News, where I read the news so you don't have to. Now, we've got an interesting story here about an AI hoax. Let me read it. Right, so from Sky News, Irish Times apologises and takes down hoax AI-generated article. The paper's editor said it got it badly wrong when it discovered an opinion column about Irish women using fake tan being problematic was written, at least in part, by artificial intelligence. The Irish Times has apologised after it published an opinion article that was generated by artificial intelligence. Editor... I don't know how to pronounce that. Ruan. There's a D in it. Editor Ruan McCormick said his paper was genuinely sorry after it published the comment piece called Irish Women's Obsession with Fake Tan is Problematic on Thursday. In the article, which was supposedly written by a 29-year-old healthcare worker, Adriana Acosta Cortez, there was an argument suggesting the use of fake tan by Irish women was cultural appropriation. However, by Friday, people were questioning whether the author's name and photo were real. The body of the article was then removed and replaced with, "The text of this article has been removed pending checks." In a letter from the editor on Sunday, Mr. McCormack said the paper had fallen victim to a deliberate deception and does not take this lightly. How can someone who's not a real person give an article to an... Hang on. Yeah, well, no, I suppose there's probably some sort of way to like a submission process. Okay, he said it was a breach of the trust between the Irish Times and its readers, and we are genuinely sorry. The incident has highlighted a gap in our pre-publication procedures. We need to make them more robust, and we will. It's probably actually going to be very difficult. So, Mr. McCormack added the incident pointed to the challenges faced by the use of artificial intelligence for news organisations. We, like others, will learn and adapt, he said, adding the paper got it badly wrong on Thursday. He said, we published online an opinion column under the headline Irish Women's Obsession with Fake Tan is Problematic, written by someone purporting to be a young immigrant woman in Ireland. It made an argument that has been aired in other countries but related it to the Irish context. Over the course of several days, the author engaged with the relevant editorial desk, taking suggestions for edits on board, offering personal anecdotes and supplying links to relevant research. All of this was taken in good faith, and the article was published online on Thursday morning. Can you tell which tiger is real? That one, I think. The one on... That one. Mr. McCormack confirmed the paper was made aware the piece may not be genuine less than 24 hours after it was published, saying that prompted us to remove it from the site and initiate a review, which is ongoing. It now appears that the article and the accompanying byline photo may have been produced, at least in part, using generative AI technology. It was a hoax. The person we were corresponding with was not who they claimed to be. We had fallen victim to a deliberate and coordinated deception. Earlier in the year, US news outlet CNET was forced to issue a number of substantial corrections after it generated a number of articles using AI. I actually think this is quite a difficult one, because the article was published, so they obviously thought the content of the article was worth publishing. Whether it was generated by a real person or by AI, or in part by AI, or if it was done as a joke to see if they would publish it, I mean, they either thought the content was good or they didn't. They obviously did because they posted it. I kind of think I don't really know how they're going to get around this unless they only accept submissions from fully vetted, fully verified passport scanning and sending, which could probably be generated by AI anyway, people that get, you know, an actual verification that yes, you are a real person. But it does come down to it. At the end of the day, somebody produced an article that they obviously thought was in content ridiculous to see if they could get it published. The newspaper published it because they didn't think it was ridiculous. So who knows? I think this does come down to there's probably another conversation to be had about this that is in more of a political context that I don't really want to get into. But you're going to see a lot more of this, methinks. AI-generated profiles of people giving AI-generated articles about AI-generated outrage, clickbait. We shall see. Anyway, make sure to tune in at 1 p.m. for the next segment on AI News.